ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas now. Someone has been very naughty. And someone has been very, very nice. Yes, yes, and yes, my beautiful children and my beautiful people of this beautiful world. I have to say, I've been told to come here to this very beautiful place to give, well, not so good advice. Ho, 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 it is me, Saint Nick, Santa Claus, Papa Cristo. Ho, 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 ho. Yes, yes, and yes. Ooh, I must wait before I eat some conchas and cookies. You know, Papa's been getting, well, Ozempic hasn't been working quite well for me. No. Yes, so Lou Bloom is not here today because he told me I would be, well, a very good, holy, jolly, and special occasion if I came to give, well, not so good advice. Yes, and let's see here. I actually have a naughty or nice list just at hand to check out if who has been naughty and who has been nice. Well now, disclaimer. This is not legal or professional advice. This is strictly and purely for comedic and entertainment purposes only. You should not be taking this literal. But if you do, like, comment, subscribe, let us know how it went. Did it go good? Did it go bad? Are you on the naughty list? Are you on the nice list? Or, well, are you in jail? That's what we have to know. We want to find out. Send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. We are dying to find out what happened to your beautiful bottom. Yes, I believe this is the 19th episode, and it's a special occasion because, well, it's Christmas. Hopefully it makes it on time on Christmas Day and you see this very special episode. Yes, well, I mean, one little cookie wouldn't hurt Santa now, will it? Oh yeah. Gingerbread cookie, my favorite. My favorite. Yes. I cannot resist. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whew. That's some good stuff right there, my children. Now, shall we check out the questionnaires? Okay, let's see. Let's see now. Da da da. You better da 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 da. Okay, here we go. And the first advice for Santa says, how to handle people asking you uncomfortable questions during Christmas dinner. Oh, I specialize in this one. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas to you. My cousin's girlfriend always asks me very uncomfortable questions in front of family and strangers at dinner. How much did you pay for your house? How much do you earn? How do I diplomatically deflect these questions? I'm tired of lying about things I am uncomfortable answering. Okay, well, if Papa Cristo had to give you advice on that, I would say, simply say, I don't wish to answer. Simply say, well, I don't know. I forget sometimes. That's what I would say because, you know, Papa Cristo, Saint Nick, has many things to do. All year round, 24/7, I work. And I also have little helpers to work and help me out. So, sometimes my mind gets kind of fuzzy sometimes. I mean, well, when you only have a diet of conchas and brownies and cookies, sometimes your brain does get fuzzy and you can't answer the questions. So I would say, I forget. That's what I would say. Next question. Next question. Found out my friends are having a Xmas night without me. Oh, that's very, very, well, understandable of you. I just found out that my friends are planning a Christmas night out. I'm not invited. Oh, so sad. Or is it jolly? I wasn't expecting, well, they're going to hang out and exchange gifts, and it honestly hurts to know that I'm being left out. I wasn't expecting anything huge, but it stings to realize they'll be celebrating without me. I'm trying not to let it get to me, but it's tough. How do you cope with being left out like this, especially around the holidays? Should I address it with them, or is it better just to move on? Well, little boy, little girl, what I have to say is don't be so sensitive, because maybe you're a good friend, maybe they really enjoy your company, or maybe you're annoying and they don't want you around, especially during the holidays. It is what it is. Sometimes it happens. Or maybe they couldn't afford you. Maybe you're the bougie friend and they just don't want you around because, well, you're expensive. So I would say, don't take anything personal. We can't take anything personal in this life anymore. Because, well, if you take things personal, it just leads to tragedy and disappointment. And in this life, there's no time to be sad or depressed. There's only time to move forward in life. There is only time to get the things you want, spread joy across the world, and peace and love. And, well, just make sure to forgive them and send them a nice holiday gift card or greeting or text, email, and just say, hey, happy holidays. I wish I was with you. I don't forget you. I still love you. Because that's all we could really do in this life. Don't take it too serious. Don't be too sensitive. Next question. I like that question a lot. Okay, well, this is a very interesting question, and I know times are changing. But we must change with the times, I say. Do I come out as a furry? I'm 13-year-old male and have been saving up to make a fursuit for 2 years and spent all of it secretly making the full fursuit in my basement. I am halfway done with the head and half finished with the rest of the suit. My mom is starting to rework the basement. The suit is stored in a box. In the very back labeled suits. She is currently clearing out the basement as I write this. I'm debating on grabbing the boxes and biking to a friend's house and storing them there while risking them asking questions, or worse, opening the box. If you give a box to your friend, you better recognize and understand they will open the box. That's what I would do. Who knows what's in the box? It might be cookies. I can't resist cookies. It might be conchas. It might be toys. It might be a dead body. So we have to see what's in the box. Don't expect your friends not to open the box. It's tempting, and we don't like temptation. That is a sin. Opening the box and seeing her full suit. Note, nobody knows I'm a furry. The suit would take around an hour to complete. Also, my mom is a very non-furry person and dislikes the fandom and anything associated with it. What do I do? Very funny and entertaining question. Well, I'd say your mom must accept you for who you are. Maybe this is a phase. Maybe this is who you truly are, a furry. Maybe this is just what you feel like being at this very moment. But understand that you are now on the naughty list. You are now on the naughty list because, well, Saint Nick does not like furries either. But I understand them. As long as, redemption is always an option to being a furry. But you must understand that, well, sometimes you will have to grow up at some point. And being a furry, although fun, may not be a way to move forward in life. But your parents must always understand you, and you must know that your parents love you and they want what's best for you. So if you truly, truly are worried about your parents discovering you're a furry, just make sure it rolls off your shoulders. Because it's not that big of a deal. Understand that if she discovered the box and discovered you were a furry, whose house is on fire? Who's going to die? Who's going to lose their job? Who won't be able to pay rent? And my guess is nobody. No one. That's my guess. So, it's not that big a deal. You should move on and be happy that your parents will hopefully understand. Next questions. Kids harassing me at my apartment complex. I've lived at my complex for 2.5 years now. And we've had a few instances of the same kids harassing my dog as they walk by and banging on my door. This isn't a normal ding-dong ditch, knock or ringing my doorbell and running away. They are full on banging on my door. I work from home, I study full-time for school, and my 3-year-old is napping around the time they do this. It's really disruptive, and I'm starting to become a bit angry. We also had an attempting break-in a few months ago. That is naughty. Naughty, naughty. Sometimes hearing that loud banging or my dog's guard bark, I start to have panic attacks. I called my leasing office and have sent them video footage. They've told me that they have an idea of the kids doing this because others have reported them too, and that they will be in contact with their parents. Not sure if they follow up with us though. What are the next steps? Should I tape a sign on my door? Let these kids know I've taken action by reporting them. Well, simply document these kids. Record audio and video evidence. And, well, looks like you will have to go to the police station and report disrupting the peace and or threatening of violence. You never know. Some states, they will guard their home with firepower. And well, it will be such a shame if some of the kids end up on a t-shirt for this Christmas. Ho ho ho! It has happened before. So, before anything bad happens, just make sure to take the precautionary steps to make sure everyone is safe and sound and no one gets hurt. Go to the police station and let your local law enforcement know. Also, try to find out whose parents they are. Consider moving. Or, before they knock and bang on the door, you should open the door and offer them beautiful, tasty cookies. Oh, ho, ho. That is some good shit. Next question. I ruined my boyfriend's favorite Christmas gift. I'm broke college student, so money was tight for my boyfriend's Christmas gift. I got him a nice hoodie and a nice Lego set this year. I already felt that I had gotten enough after opening his gift, but it got worse. Today I accidentally made a bleach stain on his new hoodie. I got him a while trying to get out a stain. He kept talking about how much he loved the hoodie and my heart is broken. I would buy him a replacement, but they are very expensive and I really don't have the money for it at the moment. What do I do? Well, you came to the right place. What you should do, I recommend you tell him the truth. You made a stain, a bleach stain, and not any other stain. That would be, well, tempting. You made a bleach stain, and just be honest with your boyfriend. If he loves you, he would understand. And he would still wear it because, well, he loves you. It feels to me that you're insecure and you're worried more because you got him a good gift and you made the stain. But, well, the holiday spirit and Christmas joy knows that it's not really about the gift itself, but it's about the gift of giving. And, well, the sentimental value that comes behind it. If he loves the hoodie and he loves you more, he'd even love the hoodie with the bleach stain more because it was made the imperfection by the love of his life. And while doing so, it has created the hoodie more sentimental value. At least that's what I would think. Ho ho ho! You should not worry about this one, my dear. Just know that you are on the naughty list. You see, mistakes happen. He should understand. But you ruined his presence, and that's will make you on the naughty list. Naughty, naughty. Next question, shall we? And this one, the title goes, Argument with Dad. For context, I have been dying to get a motorcycle forever since I was 11. I was talking to my dad about me getting a motorcycle when I turned 18. And my dad said that if I'm living under his roof, he will either destroy my bike or sell it since, quote, he will still be in charge of me even though I'll be an adult. I replied with, well, let me look at that up. And he went insane on me. He was screaming and yelling at me, telling me how disrespectful I am, but I just meant it as like, well, I quote, well, let's see if you can actually do that, if I'll be a legal adult. I don't know what to do. Did I do wrong? Seriously? Did I say or do something wrong? Well, young child of mine, you must understand that parents want the best for you, and although sometimes it seems that they are getting, well, hard to deal with, you must understand that they just want you to be safe and sound, and they want what's best for your future. Everyone that has a motorcycle or a bike at some point will crash, not necessarily die and burn in a fiery, painful death that the parents will remember and the screams will echo in their mind, but they may get hurt and injured. So think about it. If you had a baby that will lead your legacy and your blood, and you want what's best for them, and the thought of them crashing and burning in a fiery, painful death is very naughty and not the best for them. So they want what's best for you. Some people would say, not if, but when will you crash on a motorcycle? Because everyone in a vehicle, let alone motorcycle, will crash one day. It happens. Even though you're the best driver, other drivers around you may not be the best, especially when drugs and alcohol are involved. Naughty, naughty. So my advice to you would be, move out of your parents' house if you really want a motorcycle, and try to be understanding to your parents because they simply want what's best for you. Good luck, my dear. And this one goes as, how to know if he's a good guy. As a girl who's 21, I get confused about how to know if the guy is good. Like, yeah, there are basics, etc., blah, blah, blah. But I need to know a sign he's a good man. Well, my dear, there is simply one way to understand and know if he's a good man. And that way is, well, time will tell. Because Father Time, like Father Christmas, Father Time, well, he's the strongest father of them all. And he will break all barricades, barriers, and he will simply reveal everything. Time reveals all. Time cannot be broken. Time cannot be stopped. So I recommend time will tell. Go out with him a bit, and if he does not seem like a straight weirdo or serial killer, then that might be signs that he's a good man. If he opens the door for you or closes the door for you, pays for your dinner, that's a sign he's a good man. If he's not treating the waitress bad, and he's not, well, kicking homeless people while they're asking for money on the streets, on the ground, on their knees, begging, that's a sign he might be a good man. That is pretty much a sign. But ultimately, the time will let you know. After a few months or years have passed on, then you will see whether or not he's a good man. So I say, give it a little bit of time and you will see. That's a very fair question, my dear. Okay. This question goes as, I keep wondering, how much longer can I live like this? I'm 45 years old. I still live with my parents. I have been grocery clerk for 26 years. I have been a gamer all my life. Started with the Atari 2600. I remember when I gave you that for Christmas. You have been, well, that year, very nice, good little boy. And now my current game is Skyrim on PC, which I'm trying to finish everything without fast travel. So it's going to take a long time, and I play it modded, which adds a lot more to do. Yes, I have beat the game in one day, and I work 24/7 hours a day. The elves seem to hide my controller sometime, because, well, they're mad I've not let them join a union because, well, no unions are allowed in the North Pole. Other than work full-time and game for 3 hours a day, I just eat, sleep, bathe, and watch TV. My parents take care of everything else. The thing is, I never had any friends since, like, elementary school, and never been on a date. All these years, my parents have always taken me on trips, taken me to get a haircut twice a year, and to our holiday gatherings. My dad has even always filled up my gas. Lately, I've been wondering how much longer I can live like this. Well, my old boy, I'm not going to lie. I must put you on the naughty list, because if you're 45, living with your parents, and you let your parents give you a haircut twice a year, and you even let your papa fill up your gas tank, well, that's very naughty of you. You should be giving back to your parents by being self-sustainable, independent, and visiting them for the holidays, or even, well, taking them out to get a haircut or dinner, maybe fill up their gas tank. That is what a nice boy would do, a nice child would do. So let me quickly add you to the naughty list. My advice to that is, you should find a way out. If you work 26 years at a grocery clerk at a grocery store, you should be able to save money and move out of the house. Because what would really give your parents peace of mind would to know that their kid is out there as an adult in the real world. And to know that, well, he's self-sustainable and does not need anyone else, and he's full of independence. So that's my advice to you. You should know, if you're questioning yourself, how long could you live like this? Something in your body is telling you already to move out. I mean, Papa Cristo is 30,000 years old already. And, well, I've been moved out since before time. So, but then again, there's no parents at the North Pole, and there's much to do. So, next question, my son. Next question. I don't feel like a man anymore. On Christmas Eve, I've dropped in on the Alexa where my girlfriend and I live to check how she was, as I'm away with family, only to hear her being fucked by another man. Oh! Sorry to hear that, my son. Sorry to hear that. I race back and we argue and cry, all that shit. I see her phone, he sent her pictures and videos of them, and she replied with the usual thing a girl would. Whoa, he's bigger than me. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. I know it doesn't really matter, but yet it does, my son. Yes, it does. But my love of my life just cheated on me with a stranger from Hinge. I've been on Hinge for a few days, and I'll tell you, it's fun, but it is a shit show. I know it doesn't really matter. My life just cheated on me with a stranger from Hinge in my bed on Christmas Eve. Oh, and he's got photo proof of it, and he's bigger than me too. and I just feel like that's my entire masculinity stripped. I feel like complete less of a man, and I have no idea how to act. What do I do? What do I do next? I'm just shook. I never thought anyone could be that cruel, and feeling of realizing what I was hearing on Alexa will haunt me forever. Well, my child, there is simply one thing you can do, and that is move on, my child. Move on. You see, some people are too weak to leave. Some people are not strong enough to say, hey, we cannot be together. This is not healthy. Although it breaks my heart and will break yours, we must part ways. Some people are too just not strong enough to do so. So they sabotage the relationship and or act like complete naughty assholes to force you to break up with them. So you must leave the house immediately, indefinitely, and move on. Hang out with your family, hang out with your friends. Feel everything, all the emotions, feel it, because the emotions will come. Just remember, do not hurt yourself or anyone else, and don't do anything too embarrassing, my child. Yes, I'm sorry to hear this. I hope you know that it finds you peace, that this girl will be on the naughty list. Very naughty. I'll give her 2 clumps of coal this Christmas, or maybe the next. Yes, some people are just simply not strong enough to move on, so they'll self-sabotage the relationship and force you to break up with them. Trust me, we've all done it, we've all seen it, we've all experienced it, and if you haven't, you will soon, my child, you will soon. Yes, you want to reach a point of peace. Bigger, smaller, taller, shorter, uglier, richer, it does not matter. You are still a child of mine, and you are still a kid, a good boy, and it doesn't matter. It's life, my friend. We all live through our own experiences and see life through our own eyes. You want to reach a point of peace, and the ultimate point of peace is to give yourself and to forgive her. She is only human, just like you, although she will be on the naughty list for 3 years to come, this year, next year, and the year after that. But, trust me, Father Time heals all. So find different ways to, express your energy and your emotions. Feel it all, let it come in, and let it go out. And in a couple years from now, we will be laughing at this and knowing, that's life, and you will be in a better position. Okay. Well, my boy and my dear child, I truly, truly hope you enjoyed this, not so good advice from Papa Cristo, because I have to go. I took a quick break from giving presents out, stopping, and I stopped over here down next to Santa Monica because, it's named after me, Santa, and my ex, Monica. Oh, that bitch. Anyway, thank you so much for the conchas. Almost as good as the cookies. Santa could never resist a concha. But the peppermint cookies, not so good. Really, peppermint shouldn't be in sweets. It should stay in Listerine and your toothpaste, because peppermint's really just... What are we doing, people? What are we doing? I understand we all have, we all have our differences and we all make certain things. But yes, peppermint should just really not be in sweets. It's just, it's kind of weird. No one likes that. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, send an email, notsogoodadvice19@gmail.com. Who knows? The Christmas and festivities feeling is upon us. And I still might come for an episode or two, depending on the circumstances, depending on where we're at, and depending if, well, everyone has been not too naughty, and very nice. So, well, like I said, episode 19 in the books. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I want you guys to understand, you better not shout, you better not pout, you better not cry. I'm telling you why. I'm gonna give you not so good advice. I love you.